y'all, it's Victoria from Super Geeked. Over here on my channel, I like to celebrate the things that get me super geeked. So today we're talking reselling. If you're new to my channel, coming over here from my girl Alicia's, welcome. I am a full-time reseller. I sell on Poshmark, eBay, Etsy, and Mercari. And I went on a thrifting trip with Alicia of Murrayed Life. Big surprise, if you've been around for a while, you know that Alicia lives on the Mississippi Gulf Coast, just like me, and we like to go on thrifting trips together. Last week, we went thrifting in New Orleans just before Hurricane Ida hit. Today, I'm going to share with you the footage from our shopping trip. You know that we always have a blast. There's some antics. And at the end, I'm going to share with you my haul. And if you didn't go there first, be sure to head over to Alicia's channel after you watch my video so that you can check out her footage from our day of thrifting and see her haul, because she picked up some great things too. But I also want to say before we cut into the footage that Hurricane Ida devastated parts of southeast Louisiana, I'm sure you all know, and living on the Mississippi Gulf Coast, or the Gulf Coast in general, we're used to hurricanes. This happens every year. Unfortunately, sometimes these hurricanes are pretty devastating. The majority of New Orleans and the greater New Orleans area are without power still. They probably are going to be without power for at least 3 weeks due to some major damage to their power company's substations. So if you are able and would like to, I highly recommend the Red Cross. They have a disaster relief fund that will go straight to the Hurricane Ida victims. I myself survived Hurricane Katrina in an attic. My family lost everything. We were walking over rooftops here in Biloxi, and the first people in our neighborhood to bring us food, because there was no place to get food, was the Red Cross. They were in the neighborhoods within the next day, out in the streets, handing out food, handing out supplies, handing out ice, everything you can think of. So I highly recommend the Red Cross Disaster Fund. I will link that below. And now let's get into the footage of one of my favorite cities in the whole world, but especially for thrifting, New Orleans. Hey everybody, look who's in my car. You know what that means? We are out thrifting. Where are we?
At our favorite store in New Orleans.
So we made a little trip.
Are we going to tell them? Are we going to give away our spot?
I feel like we've already told everybody.
Have we told everybody?
Yeah.
We're too lame.
Yeah, what if we go in there and there's nothing though?
Then don't listen to us. We don't know what we're talking about.
So we're heading in to do some thrifting. We're going to go to some other thrift stores. We're actually going to hit a new thrift store that we have not checked out yet. Mm-hmm. But our friend Tanya went and vetted it for us. So
Double T's Treasures, where you at?
Yeah, we're going to go check that one out. But for now, let's go into Tulane and see if we can get a huge haul like that one time.
I'm manifesting designer.
I hope so. I want some good American jeans.
Yeah, there you go. We'll find it. Let's go get it.
All right. All right, so I found this super cool mid-century modern USA pottery piece, and it actually all goes together. They have them individually priced. $1.99 for the little ones and $4.99, but they go together like this. Bam, and they would have had a Lazy Susan under it, so that you can move them. A lot of this stuff, half of it's for you. Alicia's buggy, my buggy.
Dang, this is going to take a hot minute to go through. See any stains or anything on it.
Alicia just found this cool rug.
Really pretty.
For $10.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's going to be a yes.
And it had to,
Goodwill selling them knockoffs. Look. McHale Court.
Get you some of that McHale Court, y'all.
Who needs Michael Kors? Let's see. Alicia took me on a fancy date. This is quite possibly.
That cushion on her chair.
I know. Look at these chairs. This might be the nicest Indian restaurant we've been to. They even have a chandelier. So I stole these wet wipes from the Palace Casino last time we were there. Guess what, Alicia?
She's not the only one.
Alicia stole the same ones. I mean, we didn't really steal them. They had them on the table, but
oh yeah,
isn't that fun?
We could take them. We could take them.
We like cheap stuff. Yeah. What'd you get? You got something?
Yeah, mine's Home Goods, I think.
All right, that's it. That's our haul. All right, first I'm going to show you something you saw in the video, and it was something that I love. Okay, so I love to sell women's fashion, but when I do sell hard goods, it is usually what I'm most passionate about and know the most about. It is mid-century modern. So I've been a collector of mid-century modern for about 30 years now. I started when I was 10 years old. I'm 41, so that tells you it's been a long time. I know a lot about it, and I hope to share a lot of that on my channel. So if you're not already subscribed, please consider subscribing. I have some videos coming out on American pottery. I'm going to start with McCoy, which is probably the queen bee of American pottery, but this was an American pottery piece. You can tell because this one's not stamped, but the matching apple dishes that go around the centerpiece are actually stamped USA. And I actually purchased this for myself. The thrift store was selling it for about $17, but it's a complete set, no chips or anything. And all the little apples go around the outside. And then it would have sat on a Lazy Susan, which you can buy a modern Lazy Susan to put it on. And then you put relishes and dips in it. I just really loved it, and so I purchased it for myself. The great thing about my collections of mid-century modern is I like to cycle through them. So when I stop using items like this, I will be able to sell it. And this set should go for about $45. So I'm still going to make a profit even after I get some use of it. But for now, it's staying at my house. And that was purchased at the first store in New Orleans. Let me show you what else I got at that store. And I'm going to pop up the total amount of my purchases and then my cost of goods per piece for the items I did purchase. Now, the lady who rang me up, I love this first store we went to. It's our favorite. And we've talked about it before on both of our channels. They're so sweet. And I got these white pants. They are cabbie, but I really like this style because it is a cropped wide leg, like a sailor pant. They have the pockets in the back. But she was so sweet. She wrapped this separately so that it wouldn't get dirty. Okay, I am a big dress seller. If you didn't already know that, my best-selling category is dresses. I love dresses, and I get a nice return on dresses. So this dress caught my eye. I love a good print. This one has a beautiful print, and it is J. Crew. I've been picking up a lot more J. Crew lately, and it's been selling for, my goal is to get $40 or $50 and above. Right now, my average sale price is $53. So that's around what I want to stay at. Sometimes it goes up a little bit each month. Sometimes it goes down a little bit, but generally it stays around that $50 mark. This is a linen blend, and I think this dress is going to do swimmingly. Okay, another dress. I have to say Alicia lets me go through the dresses because, I think she did go through the dresses, but she sort of just like skims the dresses. But this has a one strap. It's got this little tie that comes out in the front, and it's sort of like a textured fabric, almost like wrinkled, and different colored patches, almost like a quilt. But it is Maeve by Anthropologie. Very cute. I think this is a newer Anthropologie piece. This dress I was excited to find. It does have one small stain at the bottom. So I am going to soak this dress. And this is the bodice of it. It is a maxi length, like bridesmaid or formal dress. We're getting close to formal season. Down here we have Mardi Gras too. So I have some customers that buy for me for Mardi Gras. And so I picked up, this is Jenny Yu, which is a wonderful designer. It has this beautiful mesh in the front and just a stunning dress. Let me see if I can find the stain to show you. I don't know if you can see it, but it's just a light stain. So I'm going to soak it and it should be okay. Jenny Yu, the last Jenny Yu dress I sold was a ModCloth collaboration wedding dress, and it sold for $250. Next up, I've sold a lot of this brand, but not a dress like this. It is just a like waffle knit cotton. It's got these patch front pockets, very plain, but it is Diane von Furstenberg. And I looked up comps on this because I wasn't sure, because it's not one of her, silk wrap dresses, and which we normally would see and sell. And they were still going for about $40, some of them for $50. So I think I should be able to make a good profit on that. Okay, next up, Alicia laughed at me because I saw this on a mannequin and I said, ooh, what's that? It just looked like it has a nice zipper on it, and it had a little emblem, which I didn't really try to make out, but it is Eliza J. And if you've been around my channel, you know I like to sell Eliza J. I sell them for around the $50 mark. This dress is going to be a risk, but I'm up for it. I like to go to the thrift store and I find vintage inspired dresses, like just plain A-line dresses that look like pinup style or something they'd sell at ModCloth or Unique Vintage. And they're no-name brands, and I still sell them for $50. So I saw this dress and it caught my eye. It has this equestrian theme in these fabulous, bright, almost like jewel tones. I wouldn't say that orange is really a jewel tone, but the rest of it's like jewel tones. Really cool with horses all over it. The brand is Opsum, and it says extra, extra large. This is certainly not an extra, extra large, y'all. But it is so cool, and somebody is going to want to rock this dress. I love it, and it doesn't feel like super cheap or anything like that, or else I might have been hesitant to get it, but I love it. So I thought I'm just going to take a gamble. Okay, this I just got for me. I don't know if you guys want to see this, but it's just like a mustard yellow hooded dress with, it's got a striping, like a ribbon striping on the sleeve, and these ribbon pulls, and then like a little peplum bottom. I like to wear comfy stuff to work in, and so I got that for myself. Next up, Alicia found this piece for me. It is like a very mod looking skirt, and it's Bowden. Now this is the old tag Bowden, but I still love to sell this brand, so I was like, I'll take it. All right, I debated on this dress because comps were kind of all over the place, but it seems like a very quality dress. It's this pretty coral lace dress, about knee length, maybe a little bit shorter. It has a built-in satin like bra top. The brand is Athea. It seems like a very expensive brand, but the comps for resale were all over the place, and I thought, you know what? I'm just gonna try it. Sometimes you just have to swing the bat, try to hit the ball. And for the most part, I shop with my gut, and as I've developed my skills as a reseller, I hit a lot more home runs than I do fly balls. This next dress is a brand that I like to sell, but it's not reselling as fast as it used to. So it's this really pretty print, and the cool thing is it has pockets, so I don't know if it's like a mini dress or a tunic because the pockets are way down here, but the brand is Lovers and Friends. So I was excited to pick that up. I really hesitated on these pants, let me tell you. I do not like to sell J. Jill or Eileen Fisher. They do not sell for me, and this is Eileen Fisher. But the reason I got it was it's a 2X, and it is some cropped wide leg pants. So I knew the style would be good. So I'm just gonna try it. I don't know why I can't sell those brands. I know other people like do great with them, but maybe with the bigger size I will do better. Okay, the next brand is Needle and Thread, and it is this beautiful dress. The comps on this dress looked amazing, and it is hand beaded here on the neckline with this jeweled neck. So pretty. Excellent condition. So I was very excited for this dress because the comps looked amazing. And that's it for the first store. So let me show you the haul from the second store. Okay, like I said before, the first store that we went to in New Orleans was our favorite store. It's a special Goodwill. This store that we went to, called Bridgehouse, was a store that we've been recommended off and on for a while and just haven't checked out yet. But we knew that they had a dollar section, and our friend Tanya over at Double T's Treasures, who also lives on the Mississippi Gulf Coast, went over there and she found some good pieces. So we know they have several stores in the New Orleans area, but we went to the one over, I think it's off of Airline. And at first we went in there, we were shocked. We started looking at the racks, like we saw new racks coming out. If you're a reseller, you know you go straight for those new racks because that's the merchandise that hasn't been touched by anybody, and you can find some jewels. So we beelined for the new racks, and the prices said like $24.99, $19.99, $14.99. We're like, what? There is no way that this store is charging that much. But there was a line through them. So Alicia's like, even half off, I'm not paying these prices. This is crazy. So we see the dollar section. We go over there, we start looking. We're not finding anything. I mean, it's like bare bones, picked over. There's nothing. We're not finding anything. So I asked one of the ladies who was over there, I said, what is the deal with your pricing? And she said, oh, everything on the main floor is half off. So it's half off whatever the price is marked. And then this section is all dollars. So we decided to look through the store and just try. And if not, we were going to leave. And I was on a time crunch to get home. I had a sick kid at home, so I needed to get back to Mississippi. So we did come out with a few things. It's not a huge haul, but it's a haul. And I'll pop up my total for this store, Bridgehouse, and my average cost of goods. The first item I found that made me think, okay, maybe we can dig a little deeper in here, was this jacket. And it looks like a hoodie that's like turned upside down, because it's like, you know, it's got like the waistband like a hoodie, but there's no hood. It's like drapey. I don't know. But anyway, I saw All Saints. I was like, ooh, okay. And as you can see, the price tag's $9.95, so it's $10. So I paid half for this. It's pretty substantial, by the way. So I was like, okay, All Saints, that's worth $5. So then I went around and I did find some jeans. I do like to sell White House Black Market jeans, and these were new with tags, and they're a size 10. And let me see what they had them marked at. Okay, so they had these marked at $8.95. So, you know, those were, what, $4.50? So I felt like that was a fair price for those, especially being new with tags. And as we move into holiday season, people are going to be looking for items that are new with tags. Okay, then I found for this, I paid up for this, but I did look at comps. Now, let me tell you, I don't always look at comps anymore because, you know, you just kind of go with your gut. The more you're reselling, the more you know brands, the more you know what you can get for them. I'm not constantly looking up comps in a store. I looked at comps on every single item I bought in the store because of how their pricing was. It is a joie little white dress. Very cute. And it's got these eyelets all over that have little mirrors in them. And they had this one priced at $14.95. So I paid $7.50 for it, but the comps were really good on this dress. So I felt like that was a fair price. Okay, next up is another dress. This is called a wiggle dress. It's a really tight, like sheath dress. And in the pinup world, it's called a wiggle dress. It has the rollover collar, these cute buttons in the back that hold the straps. And the brand is Betty Page, which is also very sought after in the pinup community, the rockabilly car show, tattoo convention girls. And this was $14.95. So again, $7.50. But the comps are excellent on it. I think I'll probably get about $75 for it. And next up was this pretty snakeskin dress, like a sheath dress, but it's a textured snakeskin and it has an exposed zipper in the back. This was also $14.95 and it is a Rebecca Taylor. So comps were good for her too. So I felt like that was a good price. Now, I don't know if this store charged me what they actually were supposed to charge me. I guess I'll figure that out when I work out my receipt for this video. But their shoes were all marked about $29.95 and above, which means they're like $15 half off. But I found these loafers and they are suede and they look brand spanking new, like never worn. Hopefully I can get this off. The bottom here does not feel like leather. I don't think this is a leather bottom. I think this is a synthetic to look like leather, but they are vents. So I thought I'm going to take the risk because the comps for these were, again, around $75, $85. So even at paying $15, I don't mind paying up if I know I'm going to get a good return on my money. Again, like I said before, I'm trying to get around that $50 average sale price. If you came over here from Alicia's channel and don't know this already, I love to sell vintage. I was chit-chatting with Alicia. She was looking through a rack and I spotted this cool vest. I was like, okay, that is something. And then I saw the label. It's Todd Oldham. Okay, Todd Oldham was a very popular designer in the early 1990s. This is very reminiscent of his style. It's a bunch of patchwork, patches, like different patterns all over this thing. And they were selling for $50 to $100 on eBay and Poshmark. They had it for sale for $6.95, so I only paid $3.50 for this vest, and it's my favorite. It is so cool. I mean, the patches are cool, the buttons are cool, even the lining. Look at the lining and the interior of it. I mean, this vest is awesome. Well, that's it for my haul. I hope you enjoyed it. Definitely not the largest haul I've ever gotten in New Orleans, but I certainly love going out of town. We just don't have the same quality of pieces here on the Mississippi Gulf Coast. I can thrift for hours and maybe find a couple of really good pieces. So it's better for me to go on these trips once a month and go sourcing. And I get to hang out with my girl Alicia and sometimes some of my other reselling friends. So that's the fun of it. If you haven't watched her video yet, be sure to go over and watch her video now. Check out her footage and her haul. And on your way out of here, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Let me know what your favorite piece was from my haul. Or if you didn't like any of it, let me know that too. And I will definitely see you guys next time. Bye, y'all.